Welcome back to another episode of Chaos and Recovery. Today's episode, we have Zack with us. Zack, thanks for joining us. I was thinking before this how crazy, life goes full circle sometimes. Especially in this podcast, we have a lot of people that we haven't seen in such a long time.
Yeah.
And we don't know what the fuck's going on. With friends on Facebook or Instagram, whatever. And it's you see all that surface level stuff. But a little backstory, we grew up in the same neighborhood.
Yep.
I was best friends with your neighbor, and so we had minimal interaction. But I saw you post the other day, 3 years sober. I want to say congratulations to that.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, it's an incredible feat, especially, for me, I'm coming up on a year. And it's the first time I'm going to have a year sober. And I've tried this so many times. Yeah, thank you.
As long as you get back up, keep going.
Right, yeah. So tell us a little bit about why you had to get sober.
I was just out of control. Drinking was my major thing, but as soon as you start drinking, then you do all such other stupid shit.
Yeah, sure.
Cocaine's huge in Providence, so that's one goes hand in hand with the other.
Yeah.
It all starts out as fun. I'm gonna go out for a drink tonight. I'm gonna do this, and then you just keep going.
Yeah.
And going and going, and then you're just in that constant cycle. It's just one bender after another. You get up just barely functioning to go to work or whatever, and then you're like, I just want to go to bed when I get home. But as soon as you get home, then the hangover's over, and you're like, I can go back out for one more.
Yeah, sure.
And then just repeat it, and then the weekend hits, and then you just disappear for 2 or 3 days on a bender.
Yeah.
And that's what I would do every time. And I could either go out drinking with a group or by myself, or just wake up wherever the hell. And it just got old. And obviously your health catches up with you, especially getting old. I'm 38 and I'll be 39 in March, so you can only outrun that for so long.
Sure.
But yeah, it was either smarten up or lose everything that I've worked for, and eventually my life too.
Right.
So it was just what I had to do, and then finally getting it through my head to do that was what helped me out there.
Was there any major incident or jackpot or was it just culmination of things?
When I finally got sober and stuck with it, I went to a facility. I'd been talking with a friend she was just a party animal with me. And we would always just drink at my house and obviously irritate my girlfriend the whole time. It's like, all you guys do is fucking drink and party and whatever the hell. But we had talked about, checking out a meeting, mulling the idea around, and then never kind of really sticking to it. And then the facility that I ended up going to, I didn't know I was going into an IOP program. I thought it was just a meeting, so I kind of got duped into it a little bit. But finally I just surrendered to it. I was like, fuck it, whatever, let's just do it.
Yeah.
And I'm glad I did. And that was the first one I've ever just stuck with, participated, paid attention, just did the damn thing.
Right.
And it worked. There wasn't any huge blowout or anything leading to it. It was just another weekend of waking up, passed out on the couch and looking for a bottle somewhere, and my girl's like, I hit it all. I put it all down the sink. Well, there's a liquor store, right across the street. I'll be back.
Yeah.
What kind of attitude is that?
Right.
So I was like, we're going to go check out, this meeting. And lo and behold, it was a program, and I had to call and do an intake, and it ended up being a buddy we went to high school with that was on the other end of the line.
Oh, yeah.
He's like, Zack Parker? I was like, damn, all right, small world.
Talking about Rafe?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that caught me off guard, but it
awesome.
made me feel a little bit better too. I was like, all right, well, I know someone in there. I'm not going completely blind into this.
Yeah.
Because a little standoffish at first. I want to do it, but at the same time, every part of me, my heart's racing and pounding. I'm like, do I want to do this? I just went with it, and hearing like a familiar voice was like, all right, you know, let's just go with it.
Yeah.
And then everyone at that facility was awesome. Small
it's a
group
great,
settings,
great
like
fucking program.
yeah. Of all the ones I've been to, that was the only one that I liked. The counselors were great. It was nice having the one-on-one with the counselors too, and being able to talk to them, relate to them, especially my counselor Danny that was there. He was like from the punk scene and everything. So like usually you're talking to someone in like a suit, and it's like they're looking down their nose at you the whole time. But like talking to someone with like tattoos and had been to the shows and knows the ins and outs of everything, like there was a connection there that I think really helped. And especially
he was my counselor also.
He's awesome. I like him a lot. And coming like from like that punk rock background, where like, you know, every song is just let's get fucked up, let's do this, blah blah blah. It's just a party, and like, but being able to like get sober and still do the punk rock thing, and seeing that there's sober punks out there too is cool.
Yeah.
Because that was like another thing. You kind of feel like you're gonna be like off to the side or like out of the group or out of the pack if you're not, you know, like a party animal or something anymore. But everyone's like inviting of it too now. Like sobriety seems to be like picking up a lot, which is cool because you don't feel like you're kind of like blackballed off to the side or something.
Yeah, I think that's really cool in the music scene, how that was something I didn't know, but our friend Eamon talks about it a lot, how like, you know, he's still going to all these jam band shows and they have like this actual little crew. You know, they each have a name, you know, like the Deadheads have whatever, a crew, and they all meet up at the shows, and it's like, so their environment is like immediately surrounded by that, but still in that same scene. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. During a lot of the jam band shows, during set break, they have a meeting.
Right on.
Like a 12-step meeting during the set break, you know, which is, you know, it's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, it's really cool.
But like that scene is, you know, much like the punk rock scene is littered with drugs. You know, it's like that brings you to the fucking epicenter where you want to be. You know? You go into a show to not give a fuck anymore. To kind of just release. And like drugs and alcohol were always my release. You know, in the punk rock scene. So tell me a little bit, because you're a musician. You're in bands. Currently in one?
Currently in 3.
Oh, currently in 3.
Wow.
Okay.
So I'm playing with Blasphematics, which we're kind of getting back to it now. Our guitar player had a blown rotator cuff, so we've been on the back burner for a little while.
Okay.
And then another band, Frenzy of Tongs. They've been around for quite a while. I've played alongside them in a lot of other bands, but now I've been playing with them for probably about, you know, like 2 years or so now.
Nice.
And they're just fun. It's a blast. And then I just recently joined Grip Bite.
Okay.
A kind of hardcore punk rock band. So they were looking for a guitar player. I've been playing bass mainly for a while, so I was like, I haven't hopped on guitar for a while, so hopping in there, and it's been fun. Everything's been fun. I'm looking forward to getting back with the Blasphematics. Frenzy of Tongs, we just toured Ireland in February.
Oh, shit.
That was awesome.
Cool.
That's awesome.
And then Grip Bite, they've been probably like 2-3 years been around or so. So I've only had a couple practices with them now. No shows yet, but looking forward to getting in there and doing that.
Yeah.
Cool.
But it's funny with that too. The first band, Blasphematics, that I mentioned, the singer of that band, I played with him in a couple bands before, and that was in like the height of my alcoholism. They kicked me out of the band because I was just a drunk, and my buddy Kenny was like, I'll never fucking get on stage with you again. You're a fucking drunk.
Yep.
And then once I got sober and put in a little time, he was the first one to hit me up. He was like, "Hey, now you're not a drunk asshole anymore. You want to? Hey, you want to do this again?" I was like, "Fuck yeah!" Like,
that's
it's
really
awesome
cool.
to be like invited back into it.
Right.
Yeah, I've been kicked out of a couple bands, all because of drinking.
Yeah.
Pretty much everything I ever fail at was because of drinking, whether it be relationships, jobs, bands. And while you're in it, it's always easy to say, fuck it, fuck them. Like, it's not me, it's them.
Yeah.
But then, like, once you kind of pull your head out of your ass, you're like, ooh, yeah.
Maybe it is me.
So yeah, it's an experience now. Like, getting up there and doing it sober.
Yeah.
It's fun. It's rewarding. You remember it.
Right.
And just, you know, where it's taken. Like, I get to go to fucking Ireland and do this. It was awesome.
Fucking awesome.
And then I've been, you know, to a bunch of states. We played like outdoor shows, indoor shows. We played a skate park over the summer, like an outdoor skate park, like in the mountains in Vermont.
Nice.
It was awesome. I met a bunch of cool people doing it. My buddy Nick from Dead Street Dreamers and Rock and Roller.
Yep.
Just awesome people, and like, it's just great to be like welcomed back into the fold.
Yeah.
And just enjoying it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, so I was in a couple bands when I was in like my 20s, and one band, Trails, you know, we played a lot of shows, played a lot of festivals, did mini tours and stuff like that, you know, like 4 or 5 shows in a row and out other states and stuff. But you know, we were in the jam band scene, you know, psychedelic type shit, you know, like we want our fans to be, you know, they were also, you know, the more trippy we were, you know, the more fucked up they were, the better, you know. And we started that band by in a basement, booze, cocaine, and it was like, it was the perfect culmination, you know, because I love playing music, and booze and cocaine fueled that. How to come up with songs type of shit, you know.
Yeah.
And I was kicked out of the band that I had started because of my use, and I was very resentful because I booked the shows, I booked the pricing, I did all the promotion. You know, other people helped, but I'm not saying taking all the credit. But I did a lot for this band. It's like, fuck you guys. You know? Like, you know, I got kicked out of a band of druggies because I was the biggest druggie. You know?
Ain't that a bitch?
And but rightfully so.
Yeah.
And I could look back on that and say they had all the validation to, you know, because we were doing well and I was holding the band back with my antics and shit.
Yeah.
But damn, it was fun doing drugs and playing, man.
Yeah, it was wild.
You know?
But then, like, in this day and age, everyone's got a fucking phone. Everything's recorded.
Oh, no doubt.
You're up there having a blast, and, like, the videos hit Facebook the next day, and you're just like, shit. Like,
there were a few times I was like taking bumps behind my speaker. I'd crawl behind my speaker, take a couple bumps, and come back out. You know?
Wild.
But it's the psychosis of it. You know, thinking that, you know, that was totally fine.
You're a party animal. You're in a party band. Like, that's what everyone wants to do. Like, that's the mindset. Everyone's doing it. I'm doing it. Like, but like, everyone from the outside that's not doing it or not doing it as much, like, this fucking guy, like, what's he doing?
Yeah. Like, how hard was it being freshly sober and going on stage? Like, did you take a break for a little bit when you were newly sober?
Yeah, this time around, this last time, was probably at least a year or so.
Oh, okay.
Before I got on. So I tried a couple times before, and every time I would get like newly sober, I would just kind of fucking board up in the house, not do anything, not talk to anyone, not contact. Like, just I needed to be away from it. I didn't want to be tempted. And then I would get into it, and I would try the NAs, but I didn't change my mentality with it.
Sure.
So, like, for example, I remember specifically going to a fucking house party sober with a case of O'Doul's and sitting there with like a 30 rack and just like pounding these fucking things, like, and it's not helping anyone.
Right.
So like the mentality of partying was still there.
Sure.
And I think this time around I've completely changed the mentality. And that's gone a long way with it, because now, like, I'll do the NAs out at the shows, but I'll only have like 1, 2, 3 maybe.
Yep.
If I'm feeling squirrely.
Yeah.
But it's not that constant, like, I gotta have a drink in my hand, I gotta do this, like, not looking for the after party, like, I just want to go there, have a good time. Like, now getting older too, like, I'm on a show, like, it's 9 o'clock, my fucking back hurts, I got work in the morning, I gotta mow the lawn, like, I don't want to be here, like, fucking let's do this and get it over with. Like,
right. So what changed your mentality this time around?
Probably I would have to give credit to the program.
Yeah.
And actually just, like I said, participating in it, taking it all in for what it's worth, and not just being there because you had to be there.
Sure.
Or because someone's telling you to be there, like actually wanting to do it and get through it. Like, you just kind of feel like your eyes open at some point. It's like, oh shit, like, I get what they're saying. I get where they're coming from. And there with, like, at that program, you have the smaller group. You're going there. I was going, I think 4-5 days a week.
Yeah.
Like every day after work, I was there. So you just get into the routine. You get used to seeing the same faces. You get comfortable.
Yeah.
And then it just, you form like a little family there.
Yes.
And I think that helped a lot. And then, like I said, Danny, my counselor, your counselor, just his insight into it. And like I said, coming from like the same background and just like listening to someone who had time sober, knew what they were talking about, was doing the program, like everything just, it started to just click. And then my sister had just had my nephew around then too. So that kind of helped push a lot. So, once you clear your head and then you can find a reason to help you do it. Like, you're not going to do it unless you want to do it.
Sure.
But to have other reasons as well as wanting to do it yourself, it just helps and goes a long way.
Yeah.
So.
Do you think those reasons, like, help keep you sober also?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'll still have cravings, urges here and there, but as soon as I think about it, it's just like, what am I going to throw all this away for?
Yeah.
Why am I going to let everyone down? Why am I going to go back to this? Why would I ever do that? Like, it's absolutely not worth it.
Right.
To lose everything again, to lose everyone, to go back to fucking square one, and just, I have no desire to do that again. Seen terrible things. I've felt terrible things. I don't ever want to do that again. I don't want to be that person again. Just getting sober, getting better. Nothing has gotten worse. Like, everything's just, it's so wild to think to have been a fucking drunk for so long and like, it's everyone else's fault. It's everyone else's problem. I can do this. And like, I think just stepping back and like having a couple of years or even a couple weeks, couple months, whatever it is, and you can just look at it and be like, oh, shit, like, it's cringe worthy sometimes.
Show off some of the shit you did and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Things I've said and did and it's still like looking back at like Facebook memories here and there, like you see like that drunk post in the middle of the night. It's like, oh fuck.
Yeah, it's dangerous, man.
Yeah. Oh man, that's bad news.
Also good reminders.
Yeah.
Like,
I like to go through the memories once in a while. I'll go back and like, I'll delete that one. That's, that's embarrassing. But like you said, sometimes like that humility will go a long way.
Yeah, sure.
Even like some old pictures, like it's like, we'll leave that one.
Glad we're over that.
I'll remember that.
You talked about your girlfriend. How long you been with her?
6 years.
6 years. So she's seen that side and this side.
Oh yeah, we met at the bar.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yep. So I saw her around. She was always with a buddy of mine. I had always figured they were dating.
Yeah.
So I, never bothered like wasting my time talking to her much, until it was a drunk night on Facebook. I saw her post, and there was some mention about like, oh, I'm single, like this, or something alluding to being single, or maybe saying she was single, but that was prime. I was like, right in the DMs, and of course it was, hey, you want to go get a drink? And that first date was a fucking disaster.
Really?
I I was fucking, I think, hammered before I even left the house. I got a fucking flat tire going to the bar. Met her there. I was in a living situation that was just weird. Like, I had a house, but I had someone staying with me. It was an awkward situation.
Sure.
I ended up crying that night to her.
Damn. Went all out.
Had to get a fucking ride home from her and leave my car at the place because I get the goddamn flat tire.
Okay.
And somehow I saw her again.
I'll say she's the one.
Yeah, right?
Somehow I managed to see her again.
Yeah.
I don't know how. But yeah, she's been a huge factor in this too. Because originally she was trying to help me with my resume. I was trying to get into a new job. And, just kind of mother hen me there. And I feel like I got better with her, but I got into it with it, like, we were always drinking, so like that's just what we knew.
Sure.
But I was very depressed then, so she saw like the terrible side of it when I was like really going off the rails. And then when we got together, I kind of got out of my rut a little bit. We'd still just party all the time, so it wasn't a big deal then. But it was, because I was still just absolutely binge drinking.
Yeah.
So it is nice to see this side of it too. And when I quit, she quit with me, and that's definitely been a saving grace.
That's awesome
too, because I don't think I'd be able to be around it like right off the rip.
Do you guys live together?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So she, stepped up huge for me.
Yeah.
And giving up, her lifestyle too.
Sure.
So for that, I'm forever grateful as well. She's just been by my side through thick and thin, literally, for it. So it's been great.
That's awesome.
Yeah, like we never really fought. We still don't really fight, but any time that we would argue or anything, it was always fucking alcohol related.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, so it's just having someone on your side too is like a huge step up. Like, I feel like it's almost like I had like a cheat code entered in the video game, having
Yeah.
like an extra guy on my side.
Absolutely.
That's pretty cool.
But yeah, I mean, she's been there for me, and I gotta at least give her a round of applause for that.
Now, I'm going to ask this question just because I know a lot of situations that happen this way with relationships. Did she give you any ultimatums before you quit?
It was definitely brought up. It wasn't like a deadline, like do this or get the fuck out.
Okay.
But it was like, I'm starting to have fucking mixed feelings about this. I'm starting to think maybe this isn't working out. So it wasn't like a straight, yes or no, do this. But like the writing was on the wall. It was, what are we doing here? You're fucking, you're just wasting time. Like, how are we gonna mature or advance a relationship if every fucking waking moment I see you just passed out on the floor or on the couch or something? It was cute for a while, like at first, but here we are 6 years later, and so
yeah, honeymoon phase is over.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, that's good, because it kind of I'm always interested in this, because that can go fucking one of two ways. With the addict just being like, well, fuck you, get out.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep drinking the way I'm drinking. I'm not hurting anybody but myself.
Yeah.
That whole narrative that we tell ourselves you know, who are you to give me an ultimatum type thing?
Right.
And then I also see it on the other side where it's like people come to an awareness that, fuck, maybe I am powerless over what, you know, this alcohol or drug is doing to me and us.
Yeah.
You know, because were you living together when you got sober at
Yes.
the beginning? Yeah. So, I mean, you can't hide it anymore.
No.
How much you were using and to the severity.
I mean, she was at the point she was, you know, hiding bottles, pouring them out. Like, it's funny, every once in a while, like, we'll still clean, and it's like, oh, look what I found.
Oh, yeah.
Even just when I got a new vehicle a little while ago, I was cleaning out my old car, fucking just digging through it and finding nips and shit under the seat.
Yeah.
Like, oh, Christ. Like,
Yeah.
but,
Yeah, I've relapsed that way.
oof.
See, my big drug at the end was meth, unfortunately, and I would find like either a half a bag or I'd find the actual crack meth pipe,
Yeah.
and like I couldn't. If it was in my hand, I was powerless. Like I was smoking it,
Yeah.
and I relapsed a few times because of that.
Wow.
The alcohol really the last couple of years like wasn't the main thing for me. Like I would find nips and I would throw them out if I was sober.
Yeah.
But if I found that meth, forget it. You know? And I lived, you know, I was a psycho. You know, I would hide things all over the place, you know, because in my mind I'd be like, if I hide this here and I run out, then I'll have it. And then I'll totally forget about it, you know?
Yeah. I've done that. I'm like, hide it here for safekeeping.
Yeah.
I've still forgotten about shit. We have an ongoing joke between my girlfriend and I. My old motorcycle license. I think I hid it somewhere for safekeeping. She says I threw it out in a drunken rage.
Okay.
I don't know where it is. I still say every once in a while, I'm like, I know I fucking left something around here somewhere. Like,
Yeah.
But I would get like shit faced and just think I'm gonna like stash something here. Like I'll never forget it there. And like wake up in the morning like, where the fuck did I put this?
Yeah.
Like,
It's really funny because someone gave me a tab of acid, and this is going back years, and I was like, all right, well, I'll just put this somewhere. And it's like the running, ongoing thing. Like my roommate moved in, I'm like, just so you know, it's hiding somewhere. We don't know. It's like been the running thing. It's just a random tab. I mean, yeah, if I found it, I'd throw it out. But
especially psychedelics.
just a random,
like I would hide psychedelics.
Like, what am I going to do with this?
Yeah.
yeah.
Funny.
There was a party at our house once, but my girlfriend always has me like hanging shit on the walls. Like she always makes me do it too. She'll like, oh, I'll do it, and I'll just like one eye it, and she'll put it in crooked, and it'll drive me nuts. So I always get out, like measure everything, and so I've always got tools and shit laying around. Well, I must have been power tooling before the party, and I put a screw down that was covered in drywall. So the next day, going around cleaning up, there's all drywall and shit on the table there. I'm like, ooh,
What's that?
scrape that up real quick and blast a fucking line of drywall. Oh shit! Like, yeah. So,
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, I would. Yeah, that's funny you say that because like a thought just came back to me. Like what I would do is I did a lot of my dirt in this mill space that I had in West Warwick.
yeah.
And every time I ran low, I would sweep the floor. I would do this for hours. For hours.
Ready for this.
I would sweep the floor, pick out all the little extra pieces that fell on the floor, and I'd have until I had enough to satisfy me for a little bit until I could get more. But like that was I'm picking out rocks out of fucking straight dirt, dust, and fucking.
Damn.
And that's where my drug addiction led me, man. You know, I had no power over using until I went into a program. I couldn't just stop the next day.
Yeah.
You know, I was a 24/7 user. So like I had to check myself in or I didn't have the ability to stop.
I would always kid myself with that. Like I'd go a couple days, a week was like a big stretch.
Yeah.
But that's when I could lie to myself and be like, yeah, so you don't have a problem. You're not that bad. Like, And then, like, as soon as you get back to it, it's just fucking boom. Like, there's no off switch with me. It was just like, as soon as I cracked that first one, we're going until the place is dry or I'm passed out.
Sure.
And then, like, that was, again, the danger of lying to yourself. Like, you'd have that couple times, like, you'd go out for dinner or something, like, say, I only had one drink. Like, I'm fine.
I can do this.
Like, and then, like, no, you can't. So that was always, like, where I would kid myself anytime I would try to get sober before. And then once you get into, like, that almost, like, doubting situation, you know, like, think I could do this, like, you're having second guesses on the sobriety there. Like, I could have one, I could have two, like, only party on the weekends, and it's just a progressive step until you're right back to square fucking one.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Getting annihilated every day. Like, I was drinking fucking rubbing alcohol, nail polish remover, mouthwash. It was not good.
All means necessary.
Yeah, and, like, if I was on that tear already and just, you know, going hard in the paint, and, like, the fucking store was closed or the bars are closed or where, and you're still up in the middle of the night, especially you're partying with amphetamines and shit all night. It's like, fucking, what else is there? What are we getting into?
Right.
Like, and that's, like I said, rubbing alcohol, nail polish remover, fucking nasty shit. Like, I don't know how the fuck I've made it through all this, but I've woken up so many random spots, different states, fucking under things, on top of things. It's been wild.
Yeah.
Some of the things, like, it sounds like they're out of a movie. And, like, I don't even know if I believe some of it myself, but I was there.
Yeah,
like,
right.
Shit.
Want to share any good stories? We heard you stabbed Eamon in the leg.
They stabbed each other.
Yeah. So that was a while ago. We were partying. He owed me money. And then it seemed like he ended up dodging me for a while. So I was getting real sick of that shit.
No, I don't. No, this is funny because I knew Eamon in high school. And interrupt you because Eamon was on the show. Eamon is one of my closest friends. Works with us. Yeah, and he was, you know, my cousin James's best friend. So we met him through James, and you know, took him on the crew through him. And so I knew Eamon always, but I didn't know him not sober.
Yeah, right.
So I've only known him sober, really. I mean, like, you know, very in passing in high school and shit like that.
A fucking party animal, too.
Yeah, so we hear his stories, and it's like, no fucking way. Eamon's the complete polar opposite, in my eyes, of what an addict, like...
Yeah.
I mean, I see the tendency. I see, like, you know, other things, but I guess I just can't fucking picture it.
Yeah. So, he was dodging me for a while. And then me and my buddy Ryan were partying one night at my old apartment. And we were already shit-faced. That was back in the good old days when you could get, like, Four Loko and juice and tilt, all that, like, caffeine-riddled... fucking meth in a can, alcohol, jet fuel shit. So we were all tore up on that, and lo and behold, my phone rings and it's Eamon. I'm like, oh. It's like, what's up, dude? Where's my money? He's like, we're at this party, man. I was like, oh, do tell, where are you? So somehow I got it out of them where they were. They're at some party in South County somewhere, and he was inviting me over there to come party. I'm all fucking tore up and planning on going to collect the debt.
Yep.
So we roll up there, and I'm telling my buddy Ryan, I was like, if he gets squirrely, grab this motherfucker, because I've had it with being dodged here. So we roll up. I'm pretty sure I parked right on the lawn of the place. Just go up, pound on the door. Some kid answers, like, where's Eamon? He's like, oh, he's in the back. I was like, well, send his ass out here. So he comes to the front door. He's like, hey, man, what's going on? I just fucking snatched him. I was like, get in the goddamn truck. Like, we're going for a ride. And he starts fighting with me. It's like we're tussling about. And I'm looking at Ryan. I was like, the last thing I said to this fucking dude, I was like, if he gets squirrely, grab him. And this is squirrely.
Yeah.
Fucking, and he's just standing there with his hands in his hoodie pocket and like, all right, we're taking him to the ground.
Back up.
So, get him to the ground. He's getting more squirrely, and it was just fucking knife out of the pocket and just thunk in his leg. He's like, ah! And Ryan's like, what the fuck? I was like, let go of my fucking knife. He's like, I'm not holding it. It's stuck in the bone.
Oh, no, dude.
So I had to pull that out of his leg. We get him to his feet and drag him to the car and then go to the ATM and make him pay me.
So fucking funny.
Beautiful.
He was also telling me about, like, you guys used to have some type of steering wheel that had, I don't know, or you used to be doing something in the car and you used to call out something where he would have to grab the wheel and you get...
Oh, shit. That sounds vaguely familiar. I don't remember.
He said it's something specific, but I'll have to re-ask him. I was tired. But, yeah, too funny. I can't picture him.
So he paid you.
With interest.
With interest.
Yep.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, it's funny how you can, like, I have a lot of friends who I've never seen used before. And, you know, hearing some of the stories, you know, I got a million stories. And telling them some of my stories, they're like, what the fuck? You know, you don't expect it. From
Yeah.
people that has so far removed from a drink or a drug, you know. But I mean, drugging brings you to a whole different level, especially when you're an alcoholic or an addict. And I mean, even if you're not, like, you're just you're controlled by a whole different fucking animal.
Yeah. And to bring up that story, to like back then, that shit just seemed normal.
Yeah, right.
And now, like, being sober is like, you fucking stab someone? Like, just a little bit. Like,
Yeah, right.
just a little stabbing.
I didn't
Like,
even get him where it hurts.
Yeah.
Fucking.
he got me back too, somewhere in the shin or the knee. But yeah, it was like I was like notorious. I still have one on me now. Like I've been asked to leave, you know, numerous places for having a knife or pulling a knife or whatever. Like my old watering hole in Oneyville, you know, I caught a ban from there for brandishing. But you know, it was usually, I don't think I was ever like menacing with it. It was usually like ripping a line off a fucking blade. But like, you're in the middle of a bar, you can't be pulling a knife out. Like,
Right. Yeah.
but it just seems normal then.
Sure.
But it's very much not.
Yeah. Right.
People frown upon that.
Yeah.
Wild times.
Did you try doing any meetings, like 12-step meetings?
I have been to a few. The AA 12-step meetings just were never my thing.
Yeah.
I've tried going to a couple after leaving the program too, and in sobriety. Still not my cup of tea.
Yeah.
There's one in Providence, the Monday nights on Benevolent Street.
Yeah, that's my home group.
I haven't been there in a while, but I like those ones. They seem a little more, you're all in it together.
Right,
like a
right.
smaller group. But like the AA ones where it's just kind of like a speaker program, like I've never cared for those ones much. Just because you kind of listen to one person's problem for like an hour or two, and it just kind of brings you down after it. Or at least for me, I'm like, I kind of want to fucking drink after this.
Sure.
So those just never did it for me. I was never huge on meetings to begin with, other than that group in the program, just because I said like it's very tight knit and smaller, so you feel more wholesome. Like the bigger ones, I just don't feel as involved or a part of.
Sure.
For some people they work, but it's just not my cup of tea.
Yeah.
Once in a while, I'll either check back into, I think on Thursday nights they had the alumni meeting at the program.
Yep.
I've hit up a couple of those, and then that Monday night one.
Yeah.
Just to touch base. Once in a while, I'll see old familiar faces.
Sure.
But I never wanted to make like my whole personality sobriety, because there's some people, feel that need that.
Yeah, right.
And like, you always have to be at a meeting. You always have to be talking sober. You always have to be doing this. You always have to carry around the book.
Right.
I just never felt that way. I just wanted to like get better and get done and step away.
Sure.
But being sober this time and actually like taking it serious, like I not a lot of things I take seriously. But I try to take the sobriety at least seriously. I've reached out to friends. I've helped a couple people. I'd say like my phone's always on. My DMs are always open for anyone that ever needs to talk. Any of my friends that ever need to hit me up. So just try being there for it. But I just don't want to be like that person that's all sobriety all the time. Like, because I feel like some people just kind of shove it down your fucking throat.
Oh, absolutely.
And that gets old. But I do want to be there if anyone ever needs to help. I will reach out here or there when I feel I need to. But I'd rather have people come to me, and the same with the groups. Like, I just want to be there all the time, always. I don't know where I'm going with it entirely,
sense.
but
what do you do, or how do you or how do you deal with, let's say, like hard days or mental health, or is that something like you're in tune with or have to check in with, or?
I feel like I'm more in tune with myself now. I am on antidepressants now, which I feel help a lot in using them the correct way, not bombarding them with alcohol and drug use, and they're doing what they're supposed to do. But just realizing, like, the old answer just used to be fuck it, go to the bar.
Right.
But now it's just kind of get into it and feel it.
Address it, yeah.
What is making you mad? What is making you upset? How are you going to fix it? What are you going to do about it? Like, is there something you can do about it? Or is it something you just got to ride out? Like, trying to think of a good example.
No,
there.
that's a cool perspective, because it just clicked in my brain when you were saying, like, just address it. I'm definitely like the type of can be over thinking or over emotional. I'm so sorry about that. And sometimes it's just the convoluted nature of my brain versus body versus heart can be a little overwhelming. And just personally, whatever, going through my own shit, it's like sometimes it's so much easier to just either address it and or sit with it. And sometimes the just sitting with it and not having the action, or like, I have to experience this feeling. There is no fix, or, there's no like, you have to get up and you have to do this, or I have to counteract or resist, so that makes perfect sense to me, either address it or be with it.
This is the way I look at it now too, is like, if I did say fuck it and go to the bar, what's that going to fix?
Yeah.
Nothing. How many times have I done that and just made whatever minuscule problem 10 times worse by doing that? It's easier to sit back and look at it now, knowing the route that I would have taken. So you can almost see, like, I would have fucked it up this way, but now I'm going to sit here and like let it marinate for a bit and kind of think about it, instead of just like a knee-jerk reaction, which I'll still fly off the handle here. Like, I still try to work on temper issues. But at least having the clear head and like knowing, like, I'm not going to go throw it all away for this. It's like, how many times, like, you have a bad day at work, and like, fuck this, I'm going to the bar after. Go over there, I'm going to have one drink. You sit there all night, and then you blow a red light going home. Now you get a fucking ticket because there's cameras everywhere. Or you get a DUI going home, and now you're sitting in the holding cell all night waiting, and then you had a bad day at work yesterday. Now how bad is it going to be tomorrow when you don't show up because you're fucking sitting in jail again? It's just, everything just is so much worse. So it's easier to sit back and like just know that path is not going to fucking fix anything. It's not going to help anything. It's not going to make anything better. deal with it, address it. You know, what I was telling a buddy of mine today too, you're going to have, like, outside shit is going to happen no matter what, whether you're sober or not. But how are you going to address it? Like, are you going to throw it all away? Because it's still going to happen. Like,
Right.
For what reason are you just not sticking to it? Are you not doing the steps, doing the motions? Like, the outside factors are still going to play in, no matter what.
And I think that's such a tough place for people to get to.
Yeah.
In sobriety, because, and definitely in early sobriety, something goes wrong, a relationship isn't going the way you want it to go, shit sucks at work, I'm depressed, it can be X amount of things, and then you have the thought of, what am I doing this for?
Yeah.
Why am I staying sober? To be miserable, depressed, and in a shitty relationship? You know, who am I doing this for? Like, I'm already miserable. I might as well just fucking use.
Yeah, that fuck it
Yeah.
attitude.
And that thought is so hard to get out of people's heads once they're convinced that I'm miserable, I'm depressed. Nothing is going to fix this right now. Just a drink.
Yeah. So many times I've done that. It's always there.
Yeah.
It's always in your face.
And it's
There's always a
easily
bar.
accessible.
There's always a liquor store. It is. It's super accessible. It's always there. And it's just the easiest fix to that problem in your head. It's just fuck it. Like,
Yeah, it's that instant gratification
yeah.
of release and not worry about anything anymore. Not worry how I have to stay sober. Not worry about how I got to fix this relationship. Not worry about how shitty work is. Like, nothing else matters once you sit on that bar stool.
Yeah. So many times I've been there.
Yeah. And it takes so many, like, you must have gone through a lot of relapses to get to the point of, all right, I got to play this tape forward. If I start drinking again, because of my past experience, I know exactly what's going to happen.
Yep. That's been a good takeaway from that program as well. It was playing it forward.
Sure.
Or, knowing, like I was saying, like the outside factors, like shit's going to happen regardless. So, you can't just, fuck it, every time something doesn't go your way.
Yeah.
Like, you got to be an adult about things. And
It's amazing how that block is just like so intuitively there for all of us too.
Oh, yeah.
It's, obviously it's just how we're the habits we've built and the,
Well, like
all the construct, but it just that,
it's the insanity that something's
Yeah,
it's gonna work out different this time.
yeah.
yeah, the lack of just awareness. Like, it's very fucking simple when we lay it out that, like, whatever we're talking about, drugs, alcohol.
Yeah. I feel like I always
anything,
had
that
like
choice.
the fear of missing out too.
Oh, sure.
Like if I was sober and sitting at home, like, well, what's going on? What's going on at the bar? What's going on after?
Yeah.
I just feel like I'm not involved. I'm missing something. And that was always just where I was. It's where I was comfortable. Like, so getting back in tune with like just sitting by yourself, or you don't have to be out every night.
Right.
Spending time at home alone, like just getting used to yourself again.
Yeah.
Like you're not missing out on everything. Like, there's not always something going on.
Right.
And even if there is,
We
you don't always
outsource
have
everything.
to be there.
We
yeah.
outsource all of our emotions, we outsource and
Yeah, like that was the
and-
comfort, was
yeah.
being involved in something, like the camaraderie.
Well, I think if you're involved with something
distraction.
at all times, you're the distraction. You can avoid what's going on in your
Yeah,
life.
yeah.
You can avoid what's going on in between your ears,
I give my
Yeah.
identity out to everybody else. I give it to this situation, and
Yeah.
that's all of my distraction for everything that's inside. I mean, it's super hard to sit by
Yeah,
yourself for anybody.
last episode, we had a woman on who, Serena, she got sober when she was 24 years old. And, like, in the back of my mind, I'm like, 24 years old. I couldn't even fucking imagine getting sober at that age because
Yeah.
all I thought about was partying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I could not let that go.
Yeah.
It was my life. And I also had this belief that everybody else fucking did it. Why do I have to stop?
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
And it's so amazing that she gets sober at 24 years old. She just celebrated a year sober. And it's amazing what you can do with some real fucking pain in your life.
Yeah. 24, that was fucking prime partying time. And, that was always my thing before, too. Like, before getting sober, like, the fear of missing out. Like, I always thought, like, oh, what am I going to do? Like, if I'm not partying, like, where are my friends going to be? Like, I always thought I was just going to, like, lose all my friends. I still see a good amount of the same people.
Sure.
And it's a wild thing my father told me. My father just hit 40 years of sobriety.
Damn. Wow, that's awesome.
But I remember him telling me, too. He's like, all your friends that stick around, you'll still see them. He's like, and the ones that don't, he's like, at 40 years sober, I could still go into the same bar and see the same people sitting at the same bar stool.
Yeah.
And I'll be damned if it's not true, because I can still go back to my old watering hole and I still see the same people there.
Yeah.
So it's, I still see a good amount of my good core group of friends. I just don't spend all night drinking with them now.
Sure.
Being able to know when to get up and walk away if I'm uncomfortable in a situation.
Yeah.
And it's not even that I'm, like, fearing a relapse or anything, but now it's like, I can't stand being around fucking drunk people. Like, how many times do you want to tell me the same fucking story? How many times are you going to keep touching me? Like,
oh, yeah.
Just walk away now.
Around
like,
the fucking neck. Like.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. That was us.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's like, now I understand why everyone fucking hated me. Like, that shit's fucking annoying.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, I just don't have to be out there all the time anymore.
Yeah.
And my people, they know who they are. We're still all super tight. We still hang out. We still have functions. I still go to parties. I still go to bars. I still play shows.
Yeah.
I just don't need to be there all night anymore. I don't need to drink. And it's a weight off my shoulders.
Yeah.
Especially just, like, waking up the next day and, like, not having a hangover and just feeling clear. Like, for the first time in my life, I kind of feel like an adult. I've consistently always felt like a kid at heart, but I still feel that. But now I feel responsible. I feel like people can depend on me. I like to be a man of my word. Like, if I say I'm going to do something, if I say I'm going to be somewhere at a certain time, like, that's my word now, and I take my word seriously.
Sure.
Before it was all just, yeah, I'll see you, at this time, this date, and I'll still be fucking sleeping or hungover or drunk or completely forget. Like, just not who I want to be. Like,
it's amazing how, like, those things of maturity, responsibility, like, we crave them and we want them and they feel so fucking good. And it's like, wow, why you try and resist those things for so long,
Yeah.
It's like we want to grow up and then we want to resist growing up, but those are the best feelings in life, It's like when you can show up for somebody, when you have a commitment, when you have responsibility, when you have, those are the real feelings of pride. And
Yeah. We can, for me, some of the hardest things to recorrect was the lying, was the, if I say I'm going to be somewhere, I better be there. And earning people's trust and stuff like that, because it doesn't happen like that.
No.
After years and years of abuse mentally or emotionally, the first things people look for is, all right, he's sober, great.
For how long? Yeah.
Is he that too?
Or what's the game? Like,
right. But they start looking at these little characteristics. All right, he's showing up at the time he says he's going to show up. All right, he's being truthful as far as we can see. All right, he's paying his bills. He's not asking for money or something like that. You know? Like, little shit like that goes a long way for the trust to come back in our relationships outside of, friends, partner, parents, siblings, all that shit. And it's like, I've lived so many years avoiding the responsibility of trust.
Yeah.
Because trust I couldn't be trustful. I couldn't be truthful. I didn't know how. And it was so hard to recorrect, and reprogram that. Even in sobriety, it was a hard struggle. Because I was still just, I'm going to be there, I'm going to be there. And sometimes it was like I took a lot of drugs in my time. Like, I forget.
Yeah.
But like, write it down somewhere. Or fucking give yourself a reminder.
With the calendar and the phone,
because
that's been like my new best friend.
Right. Because the first time I don't show up for a commitment that I said I was going to show up for, somebody's going to be like,
off the rails.
They're using.
Yeah.
Every time.
It's that simple, though.
Yeah.
It triggers that quickly.
Yeah.
One miss of a schedule or one white lie is like, he's maybe not using right now, but he's well on his way.
Right.
Because they've seen it so much.
Yeah. I mean, I can't tell you, like, how many times after a bender or disappear, like, I used to be, like, notorious for fucking disappearing for days at a time, like, unheard from anyone. Like, people would be making Facebook posts, like, has anyone seen this kid? His phone's off. It goes straight to voicemail. Is he in jail? Is he in the hospital again? Fucking where is he?
No doubt.
That's so tough.
And then, like, when you finally get your phone back on or wake up wherever, 1,000 missed calls, like, first one's always like mom crying on the phone.
Yeah.
Your sister crying. Like, how many times I've had to hear my mother or sister cry, it fucking breaks my heart.
Sure.
Like, being sober now, like, thinking what I've put people through.
Right.
Just looking for me.
Yeah.
Not knowing.
Not a fun feeling. Sometimes I forget that even existed.
Like,
I have to be reminded, and I'm like, oh,
it's fucking
that
gut
shit
wrenching thinking
sucked.
about some of it. Like,
Yeah.
how many times I've woken up, like, in fucking the drunk tank or in the fucking hospital or wherever and no idea how I got there or how I'm going to get out or where my phone is or who I can contact.
Yeah.
Or, like,
Stressful.
it's just so much, like, fucking just running through your mind constantly. It's just so alleviating not to have to fucking deal with that anymore.
Yeah.
And, like, why did I deal with that? Why did I make that choice to always do that?
Yeah. I got arrested in Orlando. Broken phone, so I couldn't use my phone. I was in jail for like 3 or 4 days.
Oof.
Couldn't use my phone. Had $15 on me. Got out of Orlando jail. Finally, they let me out after seeing a judge. I don't remember how many days. It was like 2, 3, 4, whatever it was. Got out, so I couldn't use my phone. The first thing I did was go across to the gas station. I grabbed something to eat with the $15 and 2 fucking 40s.
Yep.
And drank both of them, ate, went across the street to the hotel and begged them to let me use the phone. And I called my aunt. I was like, I don't know how I'm going to. I just got out of jail. And so luckily she got me an Uber that got me to the airport and she paid for my flight and I finally got back home. But it was like that feeling of just like, you're a piece of shit.
Yeah.
And I was on drugs before that, so I was detoxing that entire time.
Oof.
And so, like, getting out, all I could think of, I just need to drink. I didn't even care about, all right, survival instinct. It was just, I need to drink.
Yeah.
And it's such a fucking disgusting cycle of, okay, you fucked up. The first thing I'm going to do is get fucked up.
Yeah, you're just
After
going to
you fucked up already.
scumbag mode. Like,
Full
fucking
scumbag mode, yep.
Oh, how many times I've done that? Like, just woken up and know you fucked up. Like, it can't get any worse. Fucking
Yeah.
bet.
Yep, yep.
Like, oh man, I went out partying one night, fucking closed the bar, ended up at my buddy's garage. We drank there all night. I remember leaving when the sun was coming up and I was fucking out of gas. We were in Pawtucket. Somehow I ended up in fucking Swansea looking for gas. And then I woke up to this pain in my chest, and I wake up and it's the fucking cops give me the fucking chest rocker there. They thought I like OD'd or something.
Yeah, right.
I fell asleep at the gas station when I fucking pulled up there. Like I got the gas, paid for it, pulled into the thing. I don't know if I was going to get smokes or whatever, and just nodded out in the truck.
Yeah.
And so I woke up to that. They stuck me in an ambulance, towed my fucking truck. So this is the first time in probably close to 10 years that I've actually had a license, fucking registration. First time in like 10 years, I'm all legit.
Actual legal, yeah.
So getting thrown in the ambulance and then having my shit impounded when I don't have a license, I don't have a registration, so I have no idea where it is. I can't prove it's mine. I fucking get stuck in a drunk tank in the hospital for a day or two, so I don't show up to work. I lose my job when I finally get out.
Oh shit.
And I had to take a bus to work just to get shit canned as soon as I get there. So I still have no idea where my truck is either. I'm like, how does this get anywhere? Like, I'm just getting back on the bus. I ended up at fucking Twin River Casino and blew the last of my money there.
Yep.
Fucking getting shit-faced and hoping to win something.
Right.
I'd never won at the casino. It took me like close to a week to find out where my goddamn truck was.
Yeah.
And like, I had no idea it was even in Swansea. I was like, I'm in Rhode Island Hospital. Like, it's got to be around here somewhere. Like, so having to call like every police department looking for a truck that's technically not mine because it's not registered to me. Like,
Damn.
Tough.
wow, that was a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
Oh,
But like I said, like, just to not have to deal with that, to not put yourself in that situation, to finally have straightened out all my legalities and everything, and just not have to look over your shoulder every time you're on the road or anywhere. And it's just all something I could have done a long time ago.
Yeah.
But it's nice to, like I said, again, to be responsible, to be an adult, to not have to deal with that shit. But what still gets me once in a blue moon is I'll have a dream or a nightmare or something back there that I'm either partying again or I'm in that situation again, and I'll wake up fucking sweating bullets.
Yeah. Did
And,
I
like,
actually do that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's terrifying. Like, you can almost
Yeah.
taste it.
Yep.
And it'll kind of throw me off for a good day.
Yeah.
And that still gets to me here or there. And like, I used to, like, when I first recovering, I would, snap awake and I'd wake up my partner and be like, we didn't go out, we didn't party or nothing, right? Like, what? And she'd have to assure me, like, no, it's good, it's just a dream. Man, I don't miss that.
Yeah. Sure. Yeah, I had one maybe like a month ago, and it was, I was using, but I was running and hiding from everybody. Everybody was trying to find me. And I was trying everything to dodge people and, get out of the way. And, like, finally my daughter found me, and I was using, and I woke up and I felt sick.
Yeah.
Like, physically sick to my stomach. I was like, what the fuck? And it felt so real.
Yep.
So real.
wow.
Yeah. The drug dreams are fucking no joke.
No. They're crazy.
Yeah.
And they get progressively weirder, I feel, because for the longest time I didn't dream at all. I was just running on I used to sleep maybe 2-3 hours a night tops. I had like the worst insomnia for like 20 something years, and that was another reason I was drinking. So I was like, that's the only time I can sleep is if I get blackout drunk.
Sure.
Yeah, but then it's not sleep, it's not rest, it's not and then of course you get hammered, and those good bags. Of course you're not going to sleep after that.
Yep.
But yeah, I didn't remember a dream for the longest time. And then the ones that I finally started remembering was like the party ones.
Yeah.
But now getting used to dreaming and sleeping and resting again, it's just a shot from left field when you get one of those partying dreams again. It'll fuck up your whole day.
Yeah.
And like you said, it'll make you like nauseous. Like, I'm woken up like almost sick to my stomach thinking about like, did I just like throw everything away?
Yeah, sure.
And that's just, again, like nothing I ever want to do again.
Right.
It gets me even like thinking about how I could do that all the time, how I could just have zero regard for anyone but myself and what I wanted to do, what I put people through. Like I said, like how many times you've had, your parents or your sister or whoever like crying on the phone for you, or getting back to the house and like everyone's sitting there waiting for you because they didn't know where you were for the last like 2 or 3 days, and like they're crying like, we thought you were dead. And, I'm fine. Like, what an asshole.
Yeah.
I'm just glad I'm not that person anymore.
Yeah. It takes that whole perception change to even realize how damaging you were to the people around you.
Yeah.
Because, like, in the thick of it, I had no clue. I was like, yeah, I'm probably a scumbag, this, that, but I didn't know the magnitude,
Right.
the psychological warfare that we put them through. You know, who knows if I knew back then, if I would have changed quicker, but it doesn't matter. The point I'm trying to make is this isn't just our life that we destroy. It is the fucking spider web
Yeah.
of
And
lives that are affected due to
it
our
reaches far.
alcoholism and drug addiction. It's nonstop.
Yeah.
You know, it's the person at the fucking red light who we fucking try and get around because they fucking stop too short on a green, orange light, and we want to get out and fucking kill them because we're drunk.
Yeah.
Or whatever, you
The
know?
ripple effect of life, period, you know?
Absolutely.
Very real, good, bad, all of it.
Yeah.
So,
Yep.
yeah.
Well, congratulations on 3 fucking
Yeah,
years. You know,
congrats.
I
Thanks
say
very
this all
much.
the time. I love this podcast. You know, honestly, I don't get to hear people in their full stories that I've known for years. And it's so interesting to me that there's a life behind the Facebook picture. You
Right.
know? And it's like me and Jess never would have found out all of these stories or had these communication with our guests if we hadn't started this podcast. And it's so fucking interesting to me. You know, I love hearing everybody's story. Everybody's the same, but everybody's totally fucking different.
Yeah.
You know, it's all the hurt, the pain, and then finally the bright side of it all, you know, and how they got there. And it's amazing to me. And congratulations on 3 years. And thank you for coming on and being a guest, man.
Thanks for having me. Congratulations on coming up on 1 year, man.
Yeah, thanks, man. Appreciate you. Any shows coming up soon?
February 22nd, I just heard about today. Grip Bite is playing somewhere in Providence. I don't know.
Okay.
We'll have to look out for that.
Yeah, give me. Well,
Yeah, I'll be posting on Facebook once I get details there.
cool.
And tell the fam we said hey.
Yeah, for
Absolutely
sure.
will.
Yeah.
It's wild too, like what a small world.
Tanner
Like
fam.
we
I know.
grew up right down the street from each other.
Right.
It was a good area. It was good times.
Yeah.
you know,
Sure.
And how far everyone's drifted apart and the shit we've done and gone through, and then to come back to it.
Full circle. It's
Pretty
fucking
fucking
crazy,
cool.
dude. I totally
It's awesome.
said at the beginning how, like, what a surreal moment, you know, to come back and have this conversation today after knowing each other 25 years ago. You know?
Yeah.
Pretty fucking cool.
Right?
It's crazy.
Pretty cool.
It's awesome, man.
Yeah. Well, thanks for coming on, brother. Appreciate
Thanks for having
you,
me.
man.
Merry
Appreciate
Christmas.
it.
Happy
Merry
holidays.
Christmas.
Yeah, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.